The TVWAN News is proudly brought to you by
BSP, our bank, our people.
Hello and thanks for joining us for another edition of TVWAN News. In this edition, Tambua out on 10,000 kina bail, PNG hosts engagement workshops on coconut industry, and AFL youngsters jet off to Gold Coast camp. It's been years and finally ward members in the country are now able to be on the national government payroll system. Today, the Department of Provincial and Local Level Government Affairs, Department of Personal Management, and the Department of Public Service came together to officiate LLG leaders being put on the Ascender payroll platform.
Local level government leaders have now been included on the Ascender payroll platform. Secretary for the Department of Provincial and Local Level Government, Philip Leo, in a gathering today said deputy presidents and mayors would be paid 350 kina per fortnight, whilst ward members receive 300 kina each per fortnight. This means that the current government is injecting more than 1.93 million kina into the rural economy, increasing cash flow. Minister for Public Service Joseph Sungi gave his address, saying the department's priority is ensuring payroll is transferred from finance to the Department of Personnel Management.
This is one of the most important milestone policy decisions, and I think decision number 322 of 2021 that NEC took to direct Provincial Affairs and my department to start working on the process of putting our board members on payroll. Minister, I'd like to commend you with your team, and most importantly, my department. As far as public service and Department of Personnel Management is concerned, our priority now is to do as much as we can, because our Prime Minister came out as a public servant himself and also a senior officer in the Department of Personnel Management himself. This is the government that will understand the public service system. And so there's no other better time that you have a Prime Minister who has not come from a background of public service. And the Deputy Prime Minister and most of the cabinet ministers right now, we are in government. And some governors have spent all the time in the provinces. They are well versed with the government system. But making things happen is so important.
Minister Sungi said they are working on helping payroll transfer from finance to DPM, as DPM is currently not responsible for payroll. In delivering his keynote address, Minister for Provincial and Local Level Government Affairs, Soroye Eoe, said that today's launch officiates the migration 6,375 ward members, deputy presidents, and mayors onto the payroll system.
The government's focus must be changed and redirected to where 80% or 89% of our people are. This is a significant step towards strengthening our governance system and ensuring that our LLG leaders are thoroughly recognized for their services to our communities.
Jasmine Jack, TVWAN News.
Finally, after 20 years of initializing the infamous Pacific Marine Industrial Zone project at the national level, project coordinators, the National Fisheries Authority, have put support behind the implementation of the project this year. Managing Director Justin Ilekini presented a check of 1 million kina to Madang Governor Ramsey Paiwa on Friday, 1st March, to begin awareness exercise with landowners and impact communities to be on par with what will be taking place this year.
Positive signs for a 20-year project in the making. Medang's Pacific Marine Industrial Zone project will be implemented starting this year. Managing Director for National Fisheries Authority, Justin Ilakini, said NFA has identified key stakeholders and partners who will support the implementation work. The Medang provincial government will be visible throughout the process with a representative in the project steering committee.
This evening, tonight, is the start of that funding arrangement. So the Jupla people of Medang, leader Bluyumi, by you are easily accessible to you, is easily accessible to you. We at the national level, we will make sure that our development partner in the form of the Medang provincial government is fully resourced.
The signing of the MOU with RD Tuna captures funding for the project implementation to come from the Public Investment Program, along with a delegation of duties in terms of landowner ILGs, restructuring and management of the groundwork. The 1 million kina given to Governor Ramsey Pariwa by NFA for awareness activities with landowners and impact communities so that they are on par with what is expected to happen in the project implementation this year. Mr. Ilakini said in the next couple of months, they will see activities including office construction, relocation of the provincial NFA office, and fishing activities.
So we'll have activities, you'll have the regulator on the side, you'll have the fishing operations taking place on the side as well. We'll work very closely with the Ministry of International Trade and Investment, with the SEZ authority. It's going to be a whole of government effort to make sure that we get this thing started and off the ground.
The managing director inclines that they will now be concentrating on commercializing and operating the project to bring investors into the hub and create opportunities, including employment.
Contract, overall services, by provincial government, by work what you plan. For us at the national level, we will be concentrating on commercializing and operationalizing the project now. Investors must come in.
Governor Pariwa urged landowners and impact communities to support them as they begin the groundwork. Frida Kana, TVWAN News.
Minister for Labour and Employment and Rai Coast MP Kesi Sawang witnessed the signing ceremony and congratulated both the provincial administration and the NFA for taking bold steps in making the PMIZ project at Vida a reality. As Minister responsible for employment, Sawang stressed on employment for Medang's youth, saying this can support efforts to reduce law and order issues in the province. Minister Sawang emphasized she intends to ensure 1 million youths in the country are employed during her term in office. Higher-Tech TVET College continues to present laptops to students for the 2024 academic year in preparation for a 1st April start of online TVET training. On Friday, 2nd March, director and founder of High-Tech, Michael Goro, hosted another batch of students receiving their laptops, which is enabled by them having paid up a 60% of their compulsory fees to the college.
15 students of the High-Tech TVET College received their laptops, qualifying them to start basic computing classes as a foundation for online lectures, which commenced this week. Founder and director Michael Goro said the school expected to enroll 1,000 students this year. Last week, registration reached 2,970, with almost 70% being corporate-sponsored students.
But those students who are given, we are issuing the laptops are the self-sponsored students. They're paying the fees themselves. But according to 2,970, almost 75% of it, almost 70% of it are corporate sponsored students.
High-Tech provides on-the-job training at its own industrial areas, equipping students to enter into industrial employment immediately. The higher rate is almost 99%. This time is no different. In fact, it's even more convenient with the training taking place in the comfort of their homes. Lectures and systems are already available to start April 1st, 2024.
We are a new brand of training providers in the country. We would like to be seen that way. We continue to be innovative about changes, fix on what we have now, and look more better than come 5 years. This is what we're all about. It's about getting our students that we teach a lot more convenient, a lot more, they get it right at the convenience of wherever they might be. The other thing is about, because we are going on online, stakeholders, parents and guardians, and those interested, general public, that are interested in what we do here, we can simply go online and observe us teach.
High-Tech TVET College takes in school leavers and the working class who want to gain a higher TVET skills qualification. Frida Kana, TVWAN News.
The PNG Electoral Commission has revised the dates for the by-election of 3 electorates. The electorates are Sohe Open, Maprik Open, and Pogera Paila Open. After seeking further legal advice, Electoral Commissioner Simon Sinai said they made a decision not to proceed with the by-election of Medang Open as initially announced until all outstanding issues are settled. According to the revised election schedule, writs will be issued on the 21st of March and nominations open for 7 days. The campaign period will be for 8 weeks, starting on 21st March and ending on 17th May. Polling to commence as of Saturday 18th May and end on May 31st. Counting period is for 21 days and starts on Friday, May 31st and ends June 21st, 2024. Sinai acknowledged that the cash slow situation in the country had made it difficult to secure necessary funds to conduct the by-elections as initially scheduled. Member for Goroka and former Agriculture Minister Aye Tambua is out on a 10,000 kina bail after he was arrested and charged with 26 offences related to alleged sexual offences against children and family members. Tambua was granted bail by Magistrate Paul Nee at the Waigani District Court at 11 p.m. Monday night. He appeared in court this morning where he was read all 26 charges and the matter adjourned to April 4th for first mention. Social media forums were inundated with comments about the bail application being heard in the night, with many expressing double standards between politicians and ordinary citizens. However, Section 6 of the Bail Act stipulates that an application for bail can be made at any time and does not set a time limit as to when a bail application can be sought. Lawyers representing Tambua also said the system allows for the National and District Court registries to accept bail payments at any time when bail applications are heard and granted, and they utilize these avenues to pay for the bail of their client. A coconut engagement workshop looks at revitalizing the industry. That and more when we come back after the break.
Experience a convenient and smarter way to do your banking with BSB Mobile Banking. You don't have to leave the office or your home to pay for bills. You can view your account balance, transfer funds, top up phone credits, or purchase Easy Pay units wherever you are. Visit your BSB branch today to register now for BSB Mobile Banking. BSB Mobile Banking, the smarter way to bank. BSB, our bank, our people.
He says the best Hunters players come from his region. So does she. But there's one thing that brings everyone together. SB Lager, Bungi Mumi.
The Toyota JD Hiace bus comes in 14 and 15-seater high-roof luxury model powered by 2.8 liters JD engine for optimal performance output, fuel efficiency and quietness, designed with improved safety features and easy maneuverability for tire steering angle. The Hiace lift suspension and annular frame structure is opted for smooth ride, comfort and safety. Experience the ride on the Hiace bus and experience the Hiace pride, the bus that exceeds all expectation.
A true champion is measured by their courage, their determination, and their passion to never give up and to always keep trying. With a delicious Milo and milk taste and added nutrients, Milo and milk is a great way to fuel our little champions with nourishing energy every day. Because true champions give it their all.
Milo, PNG and Mia. Fine PNG made.
A quick favorite meal for the day does feel good. Snacks noodles is my choice for a simple meal. It is easy to prepare and fast to cook. And with a touch of flavor and ingredients, quality noodles that can be cooked and enjoyed in many different ways. You see, my whole family loves it. It's made here in PNG and comes in different pack sizes. Snacks noodles, tastier but you like it more.
Superstition ain't the way.
Richard, you're a national hero now.
Thank you, sir. But I was just doing my job.
You're a suspect. You don't talk.
I talk. Say it.
I don't talk.
I don't know how to protect you.
I think your client is guilty as hell.
They want to fry you.
You ready to start fighting back?
Richard Jewell.
This season, the Bunce family are taking the ultimate risk.
There's no investors, there's no third party.
We're paying for it ourselves.
We have to find some good trade.
The stakes are high, and every decision is their own.
Time and money is everything. That's how important it is.
Hit it!
Rush, 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 move, move, move.
It's all or nothing.
If we don't mine this year, we have no next year.
Jade Fever, streaming now on Outdoor.
Welcome back. Minister for Oil Palm Francis Maneke is adamant to have all palm oil replanting programs for smallholder growers in Hoskins, Biala and Poponeta be rolled out and completed. In a press conference on Monday, Maneke expressed satisfaction with the replanting exercise and raised concerns that overgrown oil palm plants are not producing sufficient yields, resulting in less income for the growers.
Palm is the third major crop with 14% of the annual export values in PNG. It covers land area of 58,000 hectares, which consists of 33,000 hectares of estate and 25,000 hectares of smallholder, involving about 7,000 families. The estates produce 65% of the output and 35% from the smallholders. The oil palm industry supports about 4.5% of all rural households, and their annual production is at the rate of 12% since 1997. The overall growth rate of the industry since 1997 has been 15.5% per annum. Three major schemes, Hoskins, Biala and Poponeta, produce the bulk of the oil palm in the country. All the schemes operate their own mills, producing crude palm oil entirely for export. Minister for Oil Palm, in a press conference on Monday, raised concerns that the number of yields produced by smallholder growers is declining. Therefore, the Oil Palm Ministry is stepping in to assist.
In order for us to improve production and also yield for the current projects in the country is very, very important. Because as soon as we attend to or standardizing the replant program for the smallholder in the settlement programs, especially Biala, Hoskins, and Popondeta, which we have quite a bigger acreage in those project areas. So the sad thing is that we see overgrown palms generally all over those settlement programs. But now that we have this fund, I think it's only fair and important for us to do the replant program so we can be able to improve our yield and appropriately the production for smallholders.
Maneke said they will be aggressively moving into targeted provinces like Morobe to establish new oil palm projects. He said the most asset is the availability of land for the new oil palm projects.
So the land in the country is a very serious problem, and it's been hindering new developments in the country. Though we want to develop new areas in agriculture, but the only problem is the land, and that is the approach now the government is funding the land acquisition program under LANS, and we will cooperate or coordinate with LANS and make sure we access some areas for oil palm development this year.
Minister Maneke also clarified that the review into the Oil Palm Act 1992 will be tabled in Parliament mid-year.
So the agenda of our government is only to make sure that we maximize benefit for landowners, for growers, so is our governments in the country. In doing so, we will need to participate. We have to make up agreements whereby the developer and the government, the provincial government or district.
Freddie Moe, TVWAN News.
In a bid to revitalize Papua New Guinea's coconut value chain, the Pacific community organized a series of dynamic engagement workshops in Port Moresby from March 4th to the 5th, 2024. The workshops, a cornerstone of the SPC's commitment to fostering collaboration among stakeholders, drew together processors, suppliers, financial institutions, and government officials. Their mission to formalize agreements, articulate commitments, and address barriers hindering the industry's growth. In a bid to fortify PNG's coconut value chain, the Pacific community orchestrated a groundbreaking engagement workshop series on March 4th and 5th, 2024 in Port Moresby. The workshops, a collaborative effort involving key stakeholders, aim to formalize agreements, articulate commitments, and address challenges hindering the industry's growth. Discussions during the workshops delved into contractual agreements, finance facilities, and collaborative frameworks, fostering a deeper understanding among participants. The sessions were marked by lively engagement and a shared commitment to propelling the coconut industry forward.
One of the key challenges that was highlighted is the cost of running a business, particularly this day and age with freight cost, fuel cost, and so many costs that are beyond their control. But I guess working in a value chain, having support institution to come in, like financial institution, we had presentation from the different banks yesterday on the different facilities they have for SME, and just connecting those dots.
Following the workshops, a targeted SME training session took place on March 5th. It aimed to equip participants with essential business skills, enhance the understanding of the Connect value chain, and explore avenues for sustainable growth.
I find this event and program very, very effective, and actually this is what the private sector needs when it comes to trade. The real implementation of trade agreements begins with an effective trade finance system, and this is a precedent that Papua New Guinea has set for Melanesia and indeed the entire Pacific, where the government comes in to guarantee or stands in as a guarantor to the private sector to ensure better access to finance.
The initiative underscores a strategic effort to nurture sustainable development and economic prosperity within PNG's coconut industry. With stakeholders aligned and commitments solidified, The workshops represent a significant step towards a vibrant and interconnected coconut value chain in Papua New Guinea. In the wake of the Dynamic Engagement Workshop series orchestrated by the Pacific Community in Papua New Guinea, small and medium-sized enterprises stand poised to offer crucial insights and feedback. As the workshops concluded, SMEs, integral actors within the coconut value chain, have emerged as key contributors to the dialogue shaping the future of PNG's coconut industry. Their feedback promises to enrich the ongoing discourse on formalizing agreements, enhancing collaboration and overcoming challenges within the CVC.
Yeah, today's workshop was very good to us because we find that these are some of the areas that we need to improve our production and processing. So this workshop has enlightened KIK and South Pacific community to come together to enforce and give us assistance as to how we can improve our production.
SMEs is a really good space to be. There's not a lot of jobs in PNG. We got to be realistic with ourselves. You're not going to finish school and just go get a job. So good to be looking at how you're going to start your own business, what you're going to do for yourself. Don't sit around and wait, do something.
Coconut Industry Corporation, the regulatory authority overseeing Papua New Guinea's coconut industry, has partnered with Credit Guarantee Corporation Limited, a newly established entity facilitating financial access for MSMEs. Together, they've signed a memorandum of understanding to bolster financial support for high-value coconut product processors. This collaboration marks a strategic effort to propel the coconut industry forward in Papua New Guinea, aiming to provide vital financial resources and foster industry growth. A memorandum of understanding has been signed to bolster financial support for high-value coconut product processors. The MOU outlines a framework for cooperation between Coconut Industry Corporation, the regulatory body of the coconut industry in PNG, and Credit Guarantee Corporation Limited, the entity established to provide guarantees for MSMEs. This strategic partnership aims to enhance financial support and opportunities for businesses involved in producing and exporting high-value coconut products. Under this collaboration, KIK and CGC PNG will address challenges related to access to finance and provide tailored solutions to meet the needs of coconut businesses across the value chain. Empowering coconut farmers, processors, and exporters with the necessary financial resources, the partnership aims to drive economic development, create employment opportunities, and enhance competitiveness in the local coconut industry. Alan Aku, KIK Managing Director, expressed enthusiasm about the collaboration, emphasizing its significance in supporting the growth of the coconut industry in PNG.
Today's event marks a milestone for the industry. We've signed an MOU between KIK and the Credit Guarantee Corporation. The MOU is because the Credit Guarantee Corporation has signed with the financial institutions. It's the link for our SMEs so that they can guarantee our SMEs to access credit with the financial institutions.
Dominic Sikakau, CEO of CGC, echoed similar sentiments, highlighting the partnership's role in facilitating access to finance for processors of high-value coconut products.
It's the first commodity board for us to sign the MOU with, and we are looking forward to the implementation of the MOU. So we hope that through the network that your SMEs in the industry can be able to access finance, and basically CGC would provide the guarantee to those eligible SMEs to be able to get loans from the commercial banks.
As the collaboration between KIK and CGC PNG evolves, both organizations are committed to piloting initiatives that support the advancement of the coconut industry and create a conducive environment for MSMEs in this sector. And now to the finance news. The kina closed unchanged at $0.2659 in the interbank market. At Bank South Pacific, our kina was buying $0.2584 US dollars, 0.3943 Australian dollars, 0.2304 euro, and 38.57 Japanese yen. Looking at commodity prices at New York close, gold, coffee, cocoa, copra, and crude oil went higher, palm oil closed lower, and copper closed the day unchanged. And on the stock market, the Dow Jones closed lower, ASX closed lower, and all ordinaries closed lower as well. Regional news is next. Stay tuned.
Experience a convenient and smarter way to do your banking with BSB Mobile Banking. You don't have to leave the office or your home to pay for bills. You can view your account balance, transfer funds, top up phone credits, or purchase Easy Pay units wherever you are. Visit your BSB branch today to register now for BSB Mobile Banking. BSB Mobile Banking, the smarter way to bank. BSB, our bank, our people.
Hiya, Mama. You wait then, but me add him special flavor.
Put in more flavor, put in more taste. Magical cuddle, get up a big smile on face. Time for kimchi and a great kumutu. Sip, sip, the moo, yes, magic on you.
Maggi, the taste PNG loves.
Papua New Guinea. We love a reason for a family gathering. A reason to play. A reason to ignite the flame. A reason to cook the best with the best. Flame Oil, now PNG made for PNG cooking. Flame Oil, winning taste.
Attention rice lovers! We are giving away 300,000 kina worth of scale school money. 1,000 kina could be yours. With 300 winners and 4 fortnightly draws, your chances are higher than ever. Buy any 1 kg to 20 kg scale or ori rice, cut out the grown for PNG stamp, put it in an envelope with your name, contact details, and drop it in an entry box at selected outlets. Promotion ends March 29, 2024. Hurry and win big with scale and ori rice. Follow us on social media for more details. Terms and conditions apply.
I train you to become warriors, but you have never faced anything like this.
Oh my God! Oh my, I'm gonna be sick. Is Donnie bleeding? my leg! 6 in the morning, police at my door.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem premieres Saturday, March 9th, 9 p.m. on HBO.
Watch mixed martial arts, only on Fight Sports.
Welcome back. Fiji's President Ratu Williami Katonivere opened the 2024 sessions of Parliament on Monday with a call for unity and progress, emphasizing the importance of representing the diverse voices of the people. He also stressed the need to respect the integrity and dignity of Parliament. President Katonivere shared personal experiences from his youth spent with Indo-Fijian farming families, highlighting the lessons learned about hard work, respect for elders, and family unity. He also called on members of parliament to promote harmony and embrace diversity. Financial literacy and empowerment were also key themes in President Katonivere's address. The president stressed the importance of peaceful solutions in the face of global geopolitical tensions, emphasizing Fiji's commitment to the concept of the Ocean of Peace for the Blue Pacific. The Liberal Party has chosen Sydney consultant Simon Kennedy as its candidate for the seat of Cook following the resignation of former Prime Minister Scott Morrison.
Simon Kennedy is no stranger to politics. He tried but failed to win the federal seat of Bennelong at the 2022 federal election, an election that was lost by the coalition headed by former Prime Minister Scott Morrison. At the Liberal Party vote last night, though, Simon Kennedy received an overwhelming majority with 158 votes. He went up against the likes of Sutherland Shire Mayor Camilo Pesky, who came away with 90 votes, so there was quite a big difference between the two, and also the Veteran Family Advocate Commissioner Gwen Churn, who was endorsed by former Prime Minister John Howard. Now, Scott Morrison says that he is giving his complete backing to Simon Kennedy as he looks forward to this by-election.
Simon is a person who comes to this job with a lot of talent and a lot of ability. I think people in southern Sydney really, yes, they want a great local member, which I have no doubt Simon can be, as Jenny is. But they also want someone who I think can go on and play a significant role on behalf of our community in the National Parliament, and to go on and serve in governments and in oppositions at very senior levels. And in Simon Kennedy, I've already seen that talent on display.
Cook, which takes in suburbs around Sydney South, including here in Cronulla, is a traditionally Liberal-held seat at a margin of 12.5%. And when the former Prime Minister Scott Morrison was asked whether this was potentially a missed opportunity to have more female representation within the Liberal Party, he said he believes the right candidate has been chosen to represent this federal seat. Now, Simon Kennedy currently does not reside within the federal seat of Cook, but he says he will be moving here.
We'll be moving to Woolooware this Friday. We're very excited to be moving there and part of this beautiful community. Like, look at it, it's glorious.
This seat has been held by Scott Morrison for more than 16 years. The Prime Minister, Anthony Albanese, has not yet indicated whether a Labor candidate will be selected for this seat. No date has yet been selected for the by-election.
The US Supreme Court has ruled that Donald Trump cannot be disqualified from running for president under a constitutional clause referencing insurrection. The justices of the Supreme Court unanimously overturned the decision by Colorado's top court to keep him off the ballot, saying states had no authority to block him. After the Colorado ballot reversal, Mr. Trump quickly turned his attention to another case before the Supreme Court, calling for presidential immunity from prosecution. But the Supreme Court justices determined that only Congress can enforce the constitutional provision against federal office holders and candidates. Mr. Trump, who is the frontrunner for the Republican nomination to challenge Democratic President Joe Biden in the U.S. election this year, welcomed the ruling. Parents are being warned about their children's use of screen time after a study found toddlers could be hearing 1,100 fewer words each day. Experts warn it's creating a phenomenon called technoference, where screens are interfering with children's language development.
Callum Wiley builds his busy day around his young daughter.
Elizabeth, she's our world. She's awesome. She's just ticked over 19 months old.
Like most parents, sometimes Callum needs television to keep Elizabeth occupied.
It is a simple solution for us when things are getting a little bit hectic.
Now the screen time habits of 220 other Australian households have been tracked over 2.5 years. A team led by Dr. Mary Bruce attached a Fitbit-like device to toddlers and recorded 16 hours of audio a day. The study from the Telethon Kids Institute found the average 3-year-old could be missing out on hearing up to 1,100 words, making 840 vocalisations and hearing nearly 200 conversations each day because of screens.
What we know from previous research is that the more words and conversations that children can have, the better when it comes to their early language development.
Dr. Bruce wants parents to beware of technoference.
Technoference is the idea that screen time is interfering with the amount of language and conversation and connection that children are experiencing, because screens are interfering with that.
I think it is significant. What we know about children in those early years is that between birth and 5 years, that's a really critical time.
Speech pathologist Catherine McKinley warns those lost conversations could be contributing to sky-high demand for speech therapy.
About 23% of children are behind in language and literacy development when they're getting to that school age.
The good news for busy parents is that you don't need to cut screen time out altogether, but experts say that just like with a diet, what you watch is important and educational shows are best. Everything in moderation.
Back home, Octady Mining Limited has initiated the Community Mine Continuation Agreement Extension Review Project for the Octady Mine, spanning from 2024 to 2025. The project aims to seek consent from 158 mine-impacted villages to extend mine operations from 2026 to 2033. Commencing on February 17th, OTML kicked off engagement meetings on February 19th to inaugurate the CMCA Extension Review Project. This critical review seeks to evaluate the entirety of the CMCA agreement between OTML and the 8 CMCA regions and mine villages, with a primary focus on the benefits packages offered. Jeffrey Tom, OTML Manager of Community Relations and Sustainability, emphasized the project's significance in aligning community initiatives with the company's new vision. He underscored the importance of the CMCA extension as a crucial aspect of maintaining the social license to operate. Tom highlighted that the consent given by impacted communities grants OTML the social license to operate, stressing the mutual interest in securing benefits derived from Octady for both communities and the nation. The review process will involve village, regional, and working group meetings. Village meetings will be conducted across all 158 CMCA and mine villages, while regional meetings will engage nominated village representatives and key stakeholders. Working group meetings will facilitate discussions between OTML management, key stakeholders, and regional delegates elected from village meetings, including regional women and youth representatives. Independent facilitators will oversee village meetings with observation from 3 highly esteemed Papua New Guinean independent observers. Throughout the CMCA extension review period, relevant state agencies and stakeholders with interest in OTML operations will participate at various stages of the meetings. Established in 2001, the CMCA agreement was initially signed and subsequently enacted by the PNG Parliament through the 9th Supplement Agreement. And that ends the news segment. We'll have the sports news after the break. Stay tuned.
Hardware House is more than just a store. It is where quality meets affordability, where culture is proudly celebrated. Spanning 9 provinces, we pride ourselves in offering top-notch customer support and services. We're more than just a store. We're more than a brand. We are Hardware House.
Want more data for less? Get it now with Digicel's revamped Red Club. Enjoy data bundles from as low as 1 GB per gigabyte. Plus rollover data, the widest coverage, fastest speeds, and best reliability. Only with Red Club. Join Digicel's exclusive Red Club today and get loads more data for less. Yes! Data bundles from as low as 1 GB per gigabyte. Whoa! Join today for as low as 10 GB weekly to access discounted data bundles and get more data for less. Dial *675# or visit the My Digicel app today. The Red Club, only with Digicel.
Beauty is my business.
But beauty sure is a tough game. Filters are great, but great skin, better. And that's why my skin deserves the best. So I choose self-care, soaps that gently nourish my skin, resulting in a radiant look, made with tropical ingredients. I trust self-care from City Pharmacy, so bring it on! My skin is ready and so am I.
Olmangi, skelim. Yo, you know que tiki lo walk na school sol. Remember you so to kaya na hungry. Got it in big sounding straight. Run back to my roots. Go get the bag. Moving in foremost. Coming up fast. Back to my roots. Go get the bag. Moving in foremost. Coming up fast.
I'll be the jack of all trades and master of none. Cause times is hard.
Do you happen to know who he is, Steve?
Welcome to the RIPD.
I got this.
We have to trust each other.
Yes or no?
His accusers are two of the most powerful forces in the world.
What are you waiting for? I'm jumping out a window!
It's up to us, so let's go be heroes.
Eat your heart out.
He's seen as a table legend.
That is delicious.
Join Tommy Gomes in a tasty culinary voyage.
Holy mackerel. Did I just say that? We're exploring where your quality American seafood comes from. Quality is key. The uglier the fish, the better it tastes.
Take a deep dive into America's commercial fishing culture. The Fishmonger. Streaming now on Outdoor.
See the toughest fighters in MMA in a whole new light.
I had to show my true heart.
MMA 30 is your window into their lives.
These are my horses, my childhood house.
My judo is a huge asset for me.
An exclusive all-access pass.
We're here for his bachelor party.
With your favorite stars of the sport.
I want to be known as one of the greatest.
Watch MMA 30, only on Fight Sports.
Welcome back. And in sports, the National Gaming Control Board Director Stephen Temo has congratulated Kulaka West of Jiwaka Province for winning the 2023 to 2024 National Gaming Control Board Ipetas Cup. Defending champions and early favourites Homeland Saints of Mount Hagen unfortunately fell short of defending a back-to-back championship, succumbing to the 16-12 loss to Kulaka West at full-time at the Lay Rugby League Oval on Sunday.
The lads from Barnes Township in Jiwaka Province lifting the Ipetas Cup for the first time was a testament to their determination, commitment and hard work coming through a Mercy Pass entry at the discretion of the tournament organisers. The Mercy Pass is awarded to a team each from the provincial challengers, having shown great courage and determination to survive the competition. Kulaka West captain Bob Carr continues to allude reaching the title fight was more than a gamble, knowing never it was the easy way getting to the challenge. Though being the second best rated team from the provincial challenge, Carr said the labelling became the motivation, getting past the tournament stages and eventually claiming their first Ipetas Cup Grand Final. National Gaming Control Board Ipetas Cup Director Sam Coy has allowed all 108 teams taking part in the challenge nationwide, thanking them for maintaining the spirit of the challenge despite minor setbacks. Coy commended the National Gaming Control Board and Enga Provincial Government and Governor Sir Peter Ipetas, Kumul Minerals Holdings Limited and Mineral Resources for the undivided backing of the tournament throughout its duration. Coy said, as always, every year, the Ipetas Cup is bigger and better, and added opportunity for all Rugby League administrators in PNG and especially the Digital Cup franchises to scout talents. Kulaka West claimed the 2023-2024 National Gaming Control Board Ipetas Cup and rewarded 50,000 kina, while runners-up Homeland Saints settled for 25,000 kina. On the third placing is Prum Panthers from Enga, rewarded with 15,000 kina, and Kindang Storms of Jiwaka cashing out 10,000 kina at fourth placing. Terry Longwood, TVWAN Sports.
7 under-16 female athletes and 4 officials from AFL PNG will leave for Australia on Wednesday, 6th March 2024 to join the South Pacific Academy camp from the 6th to the 11th of March on the Gold Coast. The trip is part of AFL's Elite South Pacific Talent Pathway, supported by the Australian government through the Pacific Oz Sports program.
7 young girls are flying off to Australia this Wednesday to participate in the one-week South Pacific Academy camp on the Gold Coast. The girls are Majorin Opina, Jacqueline Hendinga, Oriana Waraningi, Immaculate Tay, Christine Bao, Bridget Talania, and Elvina Vagelo. They are among other aspiring female athletes from AFL Tonga, AFL Vanuatu, AFL Nauru, and AFL Fiji, who form the South Pacific Academy Under-16 side to play the Gold Coast Suns on 8th March. Following that, they take on their peers of the Brisbane Lions Academy on March 10, before they return on March 11. PNG AFL Talent Academy Manager Prudence Sindriwan is one of 4 officials travelling with the girls. Sindriwan said the girls are looking forward to displaying their AFL talent against Gold Coast Suns Academy and Brisbane Lions Academy. The academy program is part of the girls and boys development pathway to get more exposure in order to better their football skills and gain more knowledge about the game. The boys go for similar training a week after the girls return.
There will be the under-16 tour for the girls. They'll be ganging up with the other Pacific Island countries to form the South Pacific team in Brisbane, Gold Coast. That will be on the 6th to the 11th. And the following week will be the boys traveling on the 13th, and they'll be returning on the 18th. Yeah, so there'll be a couple of kids in Papua New Guinea meeting up with the other Pacific Island countries to form up the South Pacific. So they'll be going against the Gold Coast Suns and the Academy and the Brisbane Lions Academy.
Prudence said a number of boys and girls who are travelling were part of the Oceania Cup tour last December, which PNG won.
A couple of them toured with for the Oceania Cup last year in December. The boys won the Oceania Cup under-16 last year, so most of them are here. It's something big for them, so a couple of them, yeah, first time for them to travel. Kids going, showcasing their talent, raw talent and all that, so show that we PNG can play, yeah, that sport.
She said the selected players, both male and female, are products of the Smart Start New Kick program. Young Jacqueline Hendinga of Western Britain was part of the Oceania tour. She's looking forward to the trip, especially representing her family, particularly her dad, who is a former POM AFL star. He inspired her to take up the sport.
It's really a big dream of mine. Yes, I'm looking for it, and also like it's my dad plays, so I'm looking forward to be a rugby player too also.
AFL coaches and umpires from the region are part of the program. They will also gain valuable knowledge from Coach AFL and Umpire AFL teams in Queensland. Terry Longwood, TVWAN Sports.
Hikari United were desperately disappointed to fall just short of claiming the inaugural OFC Women's Champions League title on home soil last year. But this time they are hoping to go one better under the guidance of Eric Comeng.
Eric Comeng's sides lost their tournament opener in Port Moresby 2-1 against AS Academy Feminine of New Caledonia in the inaugural OFC Women's Champions League. It was a decisive result in the round-robin format, and Hikari United go on to finish runners-up to New Caledonia. Hikari United will once again represent Papua New Guinea at the tournament, which has been expanded to 8 teams for the second edition to be played in Honiara in the Solomon Islands from March 10th to 23rd. Ahead of the event, Hikari United coach Eric Comeng said his side is very motivated and from last year's experience are looking forward for the tournament. Comeng has retained the back of the squad from last year, 11 players in the Hikari United side, helped Papua New Guinea with the Pacific Games title in Honiara last December. Having played before in the Solomon Islands, the team is expected to go well. Skipper Mari Kaipu will again be expected to be the main source of goals for her side, having won the Golden Boot Award at last year's tournament. Hekari United is drawn in Group A alongside Avachu FC from Cook Islands, host nation Anderson's Eels FC and Vanuatu Tafaias FC. The top two teams from each group will advance into the semi-finals.
The Matildas will play a farewell soccer match against China at the Adelaide Oval in May before heading to the 2024 Paris Olympics. The South Australian government said Australia was expected to face off against China in the friendly games on Friday, May 31st. It will be the first time the Matildas have played in Adelaide since November 2019, when the team defeated Chile 1-0 at Hindmarsh Stadium, which attracted more than 10,000 people. The team secured its qualification for the Paris Olympics last month when they thrashed Uzbekistan 10-0 in Melbourne in front of a crowd of 54,000. The South Australian government had been in negotiations with Football Australia about attracting high-level football to South Australia. PNG Olympic Committee has confirmed it has yet to receive half of the 8.24 million kina support package promised by the national government on the eve of the 2023 Pacific Games. PNG OC President Sir John Dawanikura mentioned this during the 2023 Games Review Workshop on 2nd March 2024.
During the 2023 Games Review Workshop over the weekend, the PNG Olympic Committee told national federations that 4 million of the 8.24 million kina support package announced by the PNG government for the Pacific Games has been received. The remaining portion has not yet been paid. In addition, the PNG OC confirmed that the 1 million kina funding committed by the National Gaming Control Board for PNG for Team PNG was received. Sir John said the PNG OC submitted a detailed acquittal of the funds received through PNG Sports Foundation on 19 February 2024. The PNG OC president said preparing team for the games is crucial, and due to the delays in the release of funding, PNG OC dipped into its reserves to support PNG athletes in their preparations. He said funding committed to Team PNG once again will be used to replenish its reserves and enable the PNG OC and its member federations to prepare for the 2025 Palau Pacific Mini Games. PNG Olympic Committee acknowledged the PNG government, PNG Sports Foundation, Kumul Mineral Holdings and National Gaming Control Board for their support towards Team PNG in the 2023 Solomon Islands Pacific Games.
And finally, following the appointment of Ryan Pinney as chef de mission to Paris early this year, in what is considered a fitting recognition, PNG Olympic Committee has wasted no time in appointing Karate and Kung Fu Wushu representative Andrew Mullen as chair of the PNG Athletes Commission.
Andrew Moylan was recently appointed chair of the PNG Athletics Commission during the Team PNG Games Review Workshop facilitated, led by PNG Olympic Committee. Moylan will serve in the role for the next 4 years, concluding at the 2027 Tahiti Pacific Games. Moylan was grateful for the appointment, saying it is an honor and privilege to be entrusted with the role. Moylan said his focus has always been on recognizing and supporting athletes, and that will continue. He pledges to give his best to his fellow commission members and to athletes. He expressed that Ryan Pinney did a remarkable job, and he is confident in Pinney's guidance to help him through. The purpose of the chair of PNG Athletes Commission is to advise the PNG OC executives on all athletes matters that involve the Olympic Games, Commonwealth Games, the Pacific Mini Games, and Pacific Games itself. Meanwhile, Secretary General of the PNG Olympic Committee, Desmond Kaviagu, expressed deep gratitude for the exemplary leadership shown by Pinney and welcomes Moylan to the role.
And that's all we have for sports. And now to the weather forecast for the main centers for the next 24 hours. Southern region, scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms. Port Moresby, partly cloudy with some showers and possible thunderstorms. Homase, scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms with areas of rain. Lae, partly cloudy with some showers. New Guinea Islands, scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms. Kokopo and Rabaul, partly cloudy with few showers possible. Highlands, scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms with areas of patchy rain. Mendi, Tari, Wabeg, partly cloudy and few showers with possible thunderstorms. Ocean forecast. Coral Sea, seas slight to moderate with southeast to northeast winds of 10 to 15 knots. Bismarck Sea, seas smooth to slight with north to northeast winds of 5 to 15 knots. Coastal waters forecast. Waters of southern PNG and Indonesian border to Daru, to Kiwai Islands to Kerama to Yule Island, to Hood Point to Samarai Islands. Waters of Finchafen through Vitius Strait to Siasi and Long Islands, seas 1 to 2 meters. Waters of Samarai Island to Cape Vogel and all Milne Bay Islands. Waters of Long Island to Medang to Wewak to Vanimo and northern PNG and Indonesian border, seas 0.5 to 1.3 meters. And that ends the news tonight. Have a pleasant evening. Bye for now.
The TVWAN News was proudly brought to you by
BSP, our bank, our people.